Hey guys, Gary J here, and today we're looking at the Tecsun PL330 on how to tune some of these stations that we hear that are not very good at all. We have a lot of noise in them, and maybe how to improve that quality of what we hear. So there are several buttons here that we want to be looking at. Some of these things are not in the book. They're kind of like hidden menu things that you just won't find in the book. But I wanted to show you some of the buttons that we're going to be looking at in order to tune a particular station that has a lot of static, a lot of noise in it. One of those buttons is this button here called Step, and I'll show you what that does for us in a minute. Also, we go to shortwave, and we'll be listening to shortwave. Now, some of these stations on shortwave, you might be able to go to the upper sideband button here and listen to it better. You may try the lower sideband button and hear it better. You may go to single sideband, which sometimes cuts out a lot of the noise, and hear it better there. Now, the AMBW, that's your amplitude modulation bandwidth. We press this button here, and it goes usually from like 1.5 to 5.0 on the modulation, which can cut down some of the noise there. And another thing too is if we go to the mid-wave and long wave button here, if we press the button 3 right here, it can switch your antenna from your regular steel rod antenna here to a ferrite antenna that's inside here, okay? And if you go to the ferrite antenna inside here, there's a jack on this side right here where you can plug in an antenna wire to, okay? This is 3.5 millimeter, it just goes in here, and you won't be really using the antenna up there so much. And we can try it both ways to see whether or not we can hear it better. Whether with the metal antenna or with the wire antenna. And I have like a 50-foot wire antenna that this is attached to right here. The red wire goes outside, and I just soldered this end right here on to it. So it only costs like $14 for a 50-foot wire. And that's 12 gauge wires, pretty thin. And it'll about double, sometimes triple the reception. So let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna have to hold it kind of at this angle here, I guess. The red button up here turns it on. And this is station 9490. And our volumes here and our channels here. And this happened to be a Spanish channel. So, we can try to adjust the station here a little bit. Now, this button Step right here, it will put a little pyramid, upside down pyramid here. So instead of jumping from like 90 to 83, well, that's on memory. So let me take it off memory because now take it off memory. I press this button here, VF. I have about 110 channels in memory here on this radio. So we go to Step right here and see this little upside down pyramid here. There's a little pyramid right here. Now we can, instead of it jumping 5 or 10, we can turn this and it'll be one digit at a time. And see if it sounds any better. No. So we'll stay right there with that. Okay, so it's not much better on that. So then we can go to the AM BW button here. That's our modulation. Turn the volume button down here. I think 3.5 is a little bit clearer. Press the AM BW button. So we're back there. So we adjust that. So the station still not really clear. The antenna right here is showing like 62 decibel, which is not great. So I'm not sure if I have it on antenna or not. So what I'm going to do right here is go up to the MW, press that, and then I'm going to press number 3 here. And that says channel A, that's the antenna up here, okay? And you see it's like 2800 now, 2700. So that's not good. I'm gonna press 3 and hold it again. Now notice it was like using the antenna up here, it was like 2500. Using the ferrite antenna, which is inside here, is 56, say 5,000, okay? The 5600, okay? Now, going back to our station, we're still at 5,000. We can use our outside antenna because we got it flipped over onto the ferrite. So we go from 5,000 to 7,000 to 7,900 up here. Cuba. Now, the other thing that we can do is turn the radio, and sometimes that helps. You see where it gets more static?
Pedro Luis Boitel fue un activista cubano que peleó en contra de la dictadura militar de Fulgencio Batista y del régimen totalitario de Fidel Castro. Fue encarcelado en 1961 y no fue liberado aún después de...
So we want to pick it up as good as we can. So we're on shortwave, which is shortwave right here. But we can try upper sideband, maybe it's on there. You see, it sounds a little different now. And we can go back to this AM 2.2. We can turn that up to 4. That sounds more muffled. Just press that button again, AM, to take that off. Sounds a tad better. We can go to the LSB button here, the lower sideband.
Honor a su memoria. Honor.
Recuento semanal. El programa con las principales... De lunes y viernes, aquí por Radio República, la voz del Directorio Democrático Cubano. Vamos a quedarse con nosotros y acompañarnos por este recorrido informativo. 5 días en Recuento semanal.
Residentes del barrio La Cava en Manzanillo se tiraron a la calle a sonar
Cava.
We can go back here to AM.
Yala, quien permanecía bajo custodia desde el día martes, al menos, según pudo confirmar la prensa independiente. Los otros dos
See how it sounds different?
tras la imposición de una multa de 10.000 pesos. Fotos en redes sociales muestran el momento de uno de los arrestos con la intervención de varios esbirros de la policía del régimen comunista en una autopatrulla. El descontento de la población crece a medida
So we're trying to get rid of that noise.
que los eléctricos se extienden a todo el país. Los apagones pueden
So we can go to sync right here,
en algunas localidades.
single sideband, which usually helps a lot.
La semana pasada varias protestas sacudieron el oriente del país. En Santiago de Cuba y Bayamo, la capital de Granma, reportaron cacerolazos y manifestaciones antirrégimen comunista. En el barrio santiaguero Micro 9, los participantes gritaban corriente y comida, mientras que en Sabaquito, Bayamo, los esbirros de la dictadura cerraron el edificio de luz y respondieron con violencia. En la noche del viernes, los bayamenses volvieron a lanzarse a la calle y esto, mis amigos, no lo va a parar nadie. Esto solo se detiene con la sustitución de este régimen por un gobierno democrático, por esta represión horrenda sobre el país, por un país en democracia y en libertad. De toda esta frustración de la gente, del cubano, se pasa a una felicidad.
Tengo mucho decaimiento, no puedo casi ni hablar y tengo un dolor en
We're back to shortwave.
Le vamos a hacer una
Shortwave here. Okay. So what I try to show you is that you can use the antenna here, and you're going to get weak reception if you don't have a wire antenna, especially inside of a house. The last thing you can do is go outside where there is no electrical things. Electrical lines, power lines, all that stuff is not good. And you may be able to pick it up better, especially if you have a wire antenna outside too that you can plug it to. You can get a better reception. So just a summary here. We go to step right here. Notice like 9490. If I turn the button here, if I turn the knob here, it jumps by 5. 9510, 9515, 9520. And sometimes that's too much when you're trying to zero in on a channel. So that's why I'm pressing step, puts that little pyramid here at the top, and lets you do it in single digits. And that helps a lot. You can go up, you can go down to try to get it right. And again, sometimes you can try using the AM amplitude modulation bandwidth here to help modulate, and use the volume button here to turn this up or down. And find out find out which one it sounds better at, what number. And then you can try it on upper sideband. This is really noisy. Lower sideband. Not that great. Single sideband. Single sideband always sounds better. To me, not 100%. Then go to AM. They cut out a little bit of the noise there.
Firme, su compromiso constante y su valentía son un faro de esperanza para millones de cubanos que claman por un país libre.
Okay, guys, I hope this helps a little bit when you're trying to tune this. These are some of the things I've learned about these radios here. I'm trying to get them fine-tuned as much as you can with a $70 unit, but it's really well worth the money. $70 for this is a steal to me, for what it can do with some of the hidden features. Thanks for watching, Jerry J.